Oh, cheers.
Cheers, George.
Cheers.
It's great to have you in Perth.
Great to be in Perth, and I got to see you, because if I didn't, I'd be in big trouble.
Well, you know you can't come to Perth without visiting me.
No, not allowed.
Even if you are slipping in for a quick gig, as the kids say in the industry. Cheers, let's get started. So welcome back to The Buzz. I think you've been on this is officially your second time on The Buzz.
Yes,
That's
this
a
is my
different
second
one.
buzz.
This is your second buzz.
Oh, cool.
You're buzzed out in Perth.
Good to be back.
Now, because I've had you on the show before and we've asked you, different questions about the shows that you're doing or gigs you've got coming up.
Yes.
I thought let's just drop all the questions
Because I haven't got any
like
in Perth
that.
at the moment, unfortunately.
But
maybe next year I'll have one.
Yeah, well, I hope so.
Yeah, there is talk.
There's
a plan.
Big 2025 coming?
2025, yeah. There'll be a show.
This sounds exciting.
And if there isn't, sorry. But I think there is. I think there's going to be a show.
No, never mind. And we've known each other for so long. And I know that most of the visits...
I'm looking at your eyes now. I couldn't remember what colour your eyes... Are your
eyes
brown?
Yeah, they're brown.
They weren't ever green?
No, they weren't.
They're sort
they
of
didn't used to be
looking
green. Are they really?
at the moment.
Maybe because I just came back from Bali.
Maybe it's a reflection
Maybe
or
they've
something.
changed.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe. No, my cousin's got green eyes.
Bianca?
Yes, Bianca.
Yeah,
she's got hazel
Bianca.
eyes.
I've got hazel eyes
Green
too.
when she cries. Oh, really?
Really?
What about you when you cry?
They're red. They go red.
Yeah, so we've known each other for
The last thing I do is look in the mirror when I cry.
Oh, you're not a content creator that sets up the camera and the tripod?
No.
And just sits and still. It's such a hard day today, and then you just start crying? No? Okay. So I just thought I might give you a few quiz questions about Perth.
All right.
Because I know you've taught me a lot about Perth, because I'm bad with
Did you know I was married to a girl from Perth?
Oh, that's correct.
Yes. Before I met you a long time ago.
Oh, my goodness.
My mum lived in Willerton.
Oh, wow.
So I think I learnt a lot from then.
Right.
And then when we were doing Wogs Out of Work, then when we were doing Wogs Out of Work, we used to come here a lot.
Right.
And do the Regal in Subiaco.
Yes.
And stay across the road from the zoo.
Oh, wow.
So it was good to know whether I had relatives nearby.
That's so helpful, isn't it? Well, look, whenever I have picked you up in the past, I've gone, which way are we going? And you're like, oh, yeah, go left at William Street. And it never ceases to amaze me.
Don't you know the trick that I do? I do a trick.
What
Don't you know about the trick?
Because back then we didn't have...
I look ahead and I see the building and it'll be like,
oh my God,
William
I feel
Street.
So
and I'll go, hey, we're near William Street, aren't we? You didn't know that?
No, I never knew that. I never knew that. You see, you used to joke with me. I was in my 20s. I was in my 20s. I was a little bit green.
Unlike your eyes.
Now that's right. You fooled me then. You're not going to fool me now.
What was the best one I got you?
The Fremantle Doctor. That's the best
Tell
one.
him.
That's the best one. When we were
what
sitting
happened?
at Sail and Anchor.
Yeah.
In Freo.
Salamanca.
Sail and Anchor.
Oh, Sail and Anchor.
In Fremantle.
The Salamanca's in Tasmania, I think. Sail and Anchor.
So you know
Is that
Tassie
where
too,
it was?
do you?
Yeah, that's where it was.
And then you had gotten up to probably go to the toilet. Meanwhile, you're talking to the waitress.
Didn't we have a conversation first?
Was it?
About I said the Fremantle Doctor. Mm-hmm. And you went, what's that?
Oh, I was like, no. And I thought, I'm not falling for another one of his stupid jokes.
And I said, well, the Fremantle Doctor, it normally comes in around the afternoon, and it's a cool breeze, it cools down Perth when it's a very hot day.
Yeah.
That's the Fremantle
That's
Doctor.
right. And I was like, oh, no, yeah, whatever, I'm not falling for this.
And then you said no such thing.
And then
or
you
something.
said, I'm just going to go to the toilet.
And then I went up to the waitress and I said, can you just come in sometime in the next 15 minutes and go, oh, that'd be the Fremantle Doctor coming in.
And she did.
She was great,
and she
wasn't
was
she?
young, and she gave it her all. I believe. I mean,
and you went,
she was so good. I was like, no way.
know
And I
about the
looked at you
Fremantle
like,
Doctor?
How did she not? Oh my God. And I just hook, line and sinker
Yeah.
at the Sail and Anchor.
I hope this is making sense to everybody.
I hope it makes sense.
It was funny at the time.
But it was really funny. You had to be there. So I just thought, I'm going to ask you
Some questions.
some little quiz questions on Perth, since you think you're
About
so
Perth.
good about
You know what?
Perth.
I feel like I used to come here all the time, and now I probably here maybe once a year.
Is this setting us up
I'm
for,
starting
in
to
case
forget.
you don't know?
No, I'm being honest with you, in case I don't, because it took forever to go to Northbridge last night.
Oh,
and I always thought
really?
Northbridge was up that windy road and you were in there.
Yeah.
Unless
well,
we were somewhere
maybe-
else.
Maybe the traffic. I mean, it was Saturday night last night.
It felt like we went a long way to get to Northbridge.
Yeah,
Really
yeah, they
long
have
way
done a
around.
lot of roadworks though since
Oh, okay.
you've been here.
All right.
All right, let's start. So, Perth is known.
Can you add like sound effects, like Sail of the Century?
I just want to know. Yeah, I will try to. I'll try to.
Or not Tipping Point now. No one knows Sail of the Century. Actually, Tipping Point is my favourite
I
show,
love
by the way.
Is it really?
I love that show.
I've got to watch it actually because
I
I love
love it.
shows
I'm
like
addicted
that.
to it.
I love shows like that.
It's like playing Tetris and watching a game show at the same time.
I'm going to watch it.
You know Tetris?
Yeah, I love
You play
Tetris.
Tetris and then you have dreams about Tetris.
I know.
That's what Tipping Point is.
When Tetris came out and we didn't really have smartphones, I was just done 24/7 doing
Yeah,
Tetris.
me too.
It was amazing.
Me too.
But now it's got pushed to the wayside. So is Bejeweled. So, have you got
Right.
ADD by the way?
ADHD?
Have you got ADHD?
I've got OCDC.
What is? Have you got ACDC? What is the difference between ADD and AD?
I'm not a doctor, I can't tell you.
Okay. Oh,
You know what they used to call that when ages ago, like 30 years ago, what
Yeah.
they used to call that when kids had that?
What?
They're just dickheads. Now they've got names for it.
I think only you guys can get away with saying stuff like that. Right. Perth is known as the City of Lights.
City of what?
City of Lights.
Light.
City of Light.
Light.
Do you know why it got this nickname?
Because
I don't.
of the sunset, which happens a lot later than other places, is my guess.
Wow. I've heard you convince me a lot stronger previously
That's
in
not-
other points.
that's not the
That
reason?
wasn't. You didn't use your best acting skills on
Is that the
one.
reason?
No, it earned the nickname in 1962.
No,
when
I was
the
going to say I was born in 1962. I was going to say that.
Oh, well, I don't know what to believe anymore.
I was born in 1962.
Okay.
You're born in
Cutting this bit out. I'm going to put beep
Sorry.
on that bit. Okay, so when 1962. When the city's residents turned on their lights to welcome Apollo 11 astronauts as they flew overhead on their way to the moon.
How was I
How
going
has
to
this
guess
got
that?
to-
How could I guess that?
Well, you know, the
Okay.
lights were turned on as a signal of goodwill. Go, you
That's-
can't say you haven't learnt anything from me.
0 from 1.
I know you're going to get this one though. No cheating. What's the name of the large inner city park in Perth that's bigger than Central Park in New York? That bit I did not know.
Kings Park.
This is correct.
I know Kings Park.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding.
Yeah, it's one of the largest inner city parks in the world, covering more than 400 hectares.
That's right.
How many? How?
And it's next
how
to
big is it?
Dalkeith,
It
No,
is.
it's next
Yeah, it's not
to-
far. Nedlands.
Nedlands,
Nedlands. Yeah.
and
I did not know it was bigger than Central
Yeah.
Park though. And Central Park is 341 hectares.
and Shetland Park.
Shenton.
Shenton Park. I know Shenton Park.
So good.
And I know because my ex-wife went to
Yeah.
the high school there at Shenton Park. which
At
was
Shenton.
called
Not John
University
23rd.
High? No.
Not Hollywood. Hollywood.
She barracks for Collingwood, I think.
Oh, Collingwood.
Okay. Next one.
Okay. You're going to know this one. Perth has a famous island offshore that's home to some very cute marsupials.
Oh, yeah.
You've been there, I'm sure.
Yes, I have.
Definitely.
You ride your bike around.
You can ride
I've been
your bike.
there.
Yep.
And it's called.
Oh.
Starts with an S.
No, it's got an S in it.
Sorry, Rottnest.
That's correct. Very good.
Rottnest.
But do you know the name of our river that runs through the heart of Perth?
The river would be the Stirling.
Oh, it starts with an S, but no.
Oh, the Swan.
That's correct.
Which is more like an ocean than a river, isn't it? Because it's salt water.
Okay, Perth is known for being quite isolated. Can you guess which international capital city is actually closer to Perth than Sydney is?
I have a feeling because you guys go to Bali a lot, that maybe it's Jakarta,
No.
Denpasar,
Denpasar? No.
Denpasar,
Denpasar? No.
Denpasar.
No, do you want to know? Because you're never going to get it. I'm learning as
no.
well. It is called Dili.
And it's in
the capital of
Mauritius.
East Timor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's only 2,480 kilometres away from Perth, and Sydney is 3,290 kilometres from Perth. Now, if you had...
Well, we were talking about that yesterday
That's right.
at this party I was doing.
Yeah.
And it's cheaper to fly overseas
Yeah, it is.
from here
Yeah.
than it is to go to Melbourne or Sydney.
Yeah.
So why would you go?
I know. Why wouldn't you just go to Bali?
And why do they make it that expensive?
My vision is that in 5-10 years, like, Bali is just going to be so exclusive and so upmarket. Unfortunately, we're going to lose our nice little cheap getaway holidays away. But it is
But again,
so beautiful.
you get to fly internationally.
And it's only 3 hours for us. How far is it for you guys over in Melbourne?
It's probably
It's like
eight
7-8 hours?
or 9 hours, something like that.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
it's far. It's not that far, but it's pretty far.
Yeah,
it might be closer. Maybe it's 6 hours. But yeah, it's not 3
I'm thinking
hours.
7 hours, yeah. Now, if you did have 24 hours here in Perth to do whatever you wanted,
I just did.
what would you do? You came for a gig.
Oh, look. After this weekend, I think you definitely have to hire a car. And I would have gone, because I like going to Freo. I don't know if people still like going to Freo, but I like going to Freo. It makes me happy.
Yeah,
It's a happy place.
Yeah.
So I would have gone to Freo.
Yeah, it's a nice vibe.
Maybe
very
I would have
mixed.
gone to Cottesloe, one of the beaches. Not all
Beautiful.
at once. Or I might have gone to Subiaco for old time's sake.
Oh, Subiaco at the Dogs Bar.
Is it Dogs Bar, don't it?
The Dog Bar.
Subiaco.
Actually, Leaderville is really going off for us
Leaderville
now.
was where I was going to suggest.
It's such a hype of activity. Mount Hawthorn
If you
as
were
well.
super busy, which you are today, and I had a car, I would have said, let's go to Leaderville, because I love Leaderville.
Love it.
I think it's my
absolutely
favorite. I think it's my
beautiful.
favourite spot now. Way back then, when we were younger,
Yeah.
we used to go to the Leaderville afternoon.
Hotel. Yes, the Sunday
sessions.
session. That was so
But it's better
good.
now than what it was then.
Yeah, it's good. And there's so many little bars.
And I love coffee and...
Yes. Well, it's different when you get older, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like you're not going like where we're going to go clubbing.
Yeah.
You're like, where are they doing
No,
good
a day in
coffee?
Leaderville for me is like a day in Melbourne, oddly enough.
yeah.
But sunny Melbourne. Do you
Yeah.
know that it was hailing in Melbourne yesterday?
Oh my gosh.
And it was 12 degrees
Oh my gosh.
and
This
miserable.
weather's crazy.
Miserable.
I feel like we've got a lot of Melbourne weather actually. Like lately,
okay.
not today, but last week we had hail as well.
Yeah.
And then the next day was sunny.
Yeah.
And then like last night was super windy and today's beautiful.
Yeah.
So it's all over the place.
With
Just
that
be
harp's
social.
loud. Turn it
There's
down.
harps playing.
Stop playing so loud over
But you
there.
know what?
That
It's
person
the
playing the harp.
angels. Yeah, it's the angels.
angels.
But you know what? We probably won't hear it on the video, but just I'll have to insert some harps here.
Lovely song.
Now
It's a stairway to heaven.
you've got, how old are your sons
There's a
now?
lady.
Oh, we're going to get some singing. How old are your sons now?
So Peter's nearly 16
Oh, wow.
and John's 13.
They talk to you a lot, they tell you everything, or they've gone into their, you know, I just
they
want to
do.
lock myself
They
in my
do.
bedroom.
They do, and we've been, but they speak a new language now.
They speak a new language.
But speaking of new languages, John the other day said to me, Dad, you'll be really proud of me. And I go, why? And so I had to do like 50 guesses
Yeah.
before I realised that he was teaching himself Greek on his phone.
Duolingo.
Like I sent him to Greek school when he was younger, just had no idea.
I'm learning every
interest,
day.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Now he's doing it by himself.
Yeah, on
He's
the app.
decided to learn Greek
On the app.
on this app.
Duolingo.
And I went, I'm so proud of you for doing that.
I'm doing it too. But I'm doing Italian and
Yeah.
Japanese and
Yeah.
German.
Actually, I might learn Italian because I'm pretty good
Can
with
you be my friend on Duolingo? Because then you can do...
But you're one step ahead of me, so it's
No, but
it's
you
not
don't...
fair.
It's not a competition. It's more like you can nudge each other if you haven't been on for a little while. And
You give me some phrases and I'll guess what they are. Just give me any phrase. Just
Well,
pick any phrase
I've
that
been,
I know.
Or let's pick one out of the blue. Che colori è tuo matandi?
What colour are your undies?
How did you know? My God, it's like we've known each other
Right,
forever.
give me another one.
So let's be friends on Duolingo, and then you can have friend quests.
Let me give you one in Italian, see
Okay,
if
go
you know.
on, let's see.
My favourite, di pare giusti. Do you know what that means?
Don't know. T, you,
Di pare giusti.
yeah, like
It
right.
means this is the life,
Oh, giusti.
I think.
But then again, it could be dialect.
gusti.
It could be, yeah,
Oh,
gusti
'cause I'm
could be
Calo.
Are you Calabrese?
No, calamata.
Last time I checked, you were Greek. Yeah.
Calamata, I said that is
I know,
Greek.
it is Greek. I know.
Okay. Did you see a series on recently called Chaos?
Oh, excuse me. I'm halfway through it. I'm on episode 4,
it's-
5.
I didn't know us Greeks did it so much, up to you know what. And
Where
you know
there's
what?
smoke, there's
Apparently in
fire.
ancient Greece they didn't have souvlaki trucks. They had falafel trucks. Apparently.
That's right. I know. The guy keeps going. I'm thinking to myself, how many
and
falafels
half
does
the
he want to
guys
eat?
were non-gender specific.
I know. Even back then.
How modern were we?
I know, you're so
Because we don't
modern.
have pronouns in Greek. We just have re and malaga. Re malaga.
Okay. So let's get back to the kids. So they're talking a new language. They're not locking himself in the
new language
bedroom.
now. So
So
Yeah, do you wanna give me some,
Can you?
or-
Because I don't. My kids don't speak this language, so I
No,
need.
this is
but
the
I'm
now-
seeing it everywhere,
this
so
is
I
the-
need you to help me.
what gen are we up to now? Gen
So,
Z.
yeah, Gen Z. This
must
is
be
Gen
Gen
Z.
Z. Gen Z.
So tell me, what does Riz mean?
Riz, that means you're the best. It's the best. It's the
Put it in
it's
a
the-
sentence.
It's the
like,
shit.
Yeah.
You know, the
Like-
way you do your interviews is really Riz.
Oh wow.
Stop
man.
rizzing on me. That means stop being so good to me.
Okay. Oh wow.
That's the Riz.
I feel like I'm getting it.
That's
okay.
the Riz. Okay.
Now, if I told you something was bussin',
Bussin'. Yeah, bussin', good. Bussin'.
yeah, what is that?
Exploding with goodness, I think is bussin'. It's really,
Hopefully
really,
we haven't got
I think
any
it's
wrong.
bussin'.
Bussin'?
I think it's bussin'.
Okay.
Bussin' is, again, good.
Okay, I'll get it. Okay.
You know what else is good?
What?
Sigma is the best.
Is it?
Sigma.
Now, isn't that
If you're a
Greek?
Sigma-
Isn't that Greek?
Yeah, but if you're a beta, you're the worst.
Oh.
Like bad worst. Not good worst, not good bad.
Really? B's my
Not bad
favourite.
good. You're the
Oh,
Sigma.
God. Sigma.
Is good, beta is bad, and master beta is you're the worst. Worse than beta. Remember when we all had beta, then we got
I know, you were
VHS?
like- yeah.
See? It's superseded.
I thought you were just trying to be like a rapper or something.
Mind you, alpha is really good still.
Yeah, well, go
Alpha's
figure.
really good.
It is.
Alpha, but beta, bad.
If someone tells you to let them cook, you don't know?
No.
I don't know.
All right.
I thought you had all the answers.
How about gat?
What if...
You know
Oh,
what gat?
gat.
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 You know what gat is?
Gat. Nah.
Gat.
What is it?
Gat. You gotta sit in it.
Do you think...
You gotta
Do
sit
you
in it.
think if you keep saying it with like...
You're gatting like you're fighting. A gat isn't a fight.
Oh,
A
okay.
gat is you sit in the gat. Because if you got a nice ass, that's gat.
Okay.
It's like Venus de Milo, Aphrodite.
You can tell you got two boys.
Aphrodite's gat.
You got two boys. In fashion terms, what do you think drip means? You don't know?
Earrings?
Ah, I don't know either.
No, I don't know the drip. Maybe drip is bad.
Okay, what's this one? Cheugy. Cheugy.
I don't know that one. I
Am
don't
I
know
saying
that
it?
one. The one
I've
that I
heard
know that is there everything, that's the start of every sentence, is skibbity. Okay, skibbity, skibbity.
Skippity.
And I asked my son, I said, is that like skibbity doo da, skibbity
They'd be
hey?
like, no, oh
my, oh my.
Oh my gosh.
He said, that's a beta thing to say, Dad. You're a master beta.
And you go, I didn't
So
used to
skibbity.
be.
Everything's skibbity. Hey, skibbities. That's how you start a sentence.
wow.
Yeah, he's skibbity.
What do
It's like friends, Romans, countrymen. Lend me your ears. Skibbity. Can you send me a copy of this? That's a good routine, actually.
It is. It's all right.
Now, there was a politician,
I'll
the
release
Labor
it.
politician, that got thrown out for some reason. I think
A Labor politician?
Yeah,
I know nothing about sport and politics.
She had the burqa. Google her. She does a whole thing where she does her speech, her parliamentarian speech.
Oh, wow.
Right. But she does it in modern language.
Oh,
so it's like a 5-minute speech.
So then I wouldn't
she goes,
understand.
I'm going to do this. I've got this
I
speech.
wouldn't understand the politics or
no,
the modern
I asked
speech.
my son to translate it for me because it's so good.
That's
so she
very
goes, right,
clever
I'm going
of
to do my
her.
speech now, but I'm not going to do it in normal language. I'm going to do it in modern language for the young people to understand.
And
she goes,
skibbity,
okay,
everyone.
skibbity, you sigma, you know, and she's got all those words in there, more than we've talked about.
That is very clever of her because she's going to appeal to a new audience.
Yeah, true, but don't tell anyone because I want to do that as a routine. So don't
tell anyone. Oh, it's all right.
Don't
By the time I
anyone.
bring this out, you will have written your routine.
Yeah, good.
So have it done in 48 hours. Each episode comes out every Wednesday.
What time?
Early, at the crack of dawn.
So when do you put it together?
Immediately.
You know, with social media,
Yeah.
is there certain times that you get in to get the algorithm?
There is definitely certain times to post. The one of the best ones I've found, like in the last 6 months, is because it used to be Sunday morning. Definitely Sunday evening now and Monday morning.
Well, I thought it was Friday afternoon. So
No,
Sunday
everyone's getting
evening.
ready to go out.
Sunday evening when everyone's going.
Thursday's the
I can't
worst
do
day.
anything else. Really? Because that's when I do all mine.
Wednesday and Thursday, I'll find if I post, no one's
Terrible.
even looking.
So Sunday, we're talking about Sunday night.
Sunday night
Monday
and
morning.
Monday morning. And quite often I forget on a Monday morning. But it's when I remember, I'm like, wow, that got good views. That's right, Monday morning.
Because I normally do mine Fridays. It's Friday afternoon, I've got to get something out. But it's
I know.
It doesn't work anymore.
No, you've got to do
Sunday night.
Yeah.
Which is tonight.
But podcasts, I don't feel podcasts have a very, like, they don't really have an algorithm, I feel, at the moment. They could change, like, in the future. But, it's just good to let people know when it's coming out so they've got something to look forward to.
Speaking of social media, so I'm here in Perth, right? I'm just going through my iPhone, Facebook, and all these comedy venues in Perth are coming up on my phone.
Yes.
How do you do that?
Your algorithm.
How do you do that?
It's so you...
How does it know?
Well, you see,
I just hit the microphone, sorry.
Let me tell you some things about the algorithm as well. It's like, so they say, if your girlfriend or wife wants to know like what you've been looking up on social media, all they would need to do is grab your phone and look at the explore page. So if you were looking up naughty pictures, girls,
you go explore.
all they would look in is
No
your
way.
explore. It's like your history browser.
Wow.
And they'd go, oh, wow, I see what George has been looking at. But if you're looking up and you're researching comedy and stuff like that, then that's what's going to come up on your
Everything's
explore
coming
page.
up comedy on my page.
But even just us saying the word now, our microphones are picking it up. And as soon as we open Instagram,
I remember talking about recently, I think it was a Mexican walking fish, an axolotl.
Yeah.
And it was like a Mexican walking fish with wings or something.
Yeah.
And straight away, it gave me all these axolotls.
So that came up in your feed?
It was coming up left, right and centre.
You can talk about a red sports car, that will come up. It's like magic.
Taslotto numbers, winning Taslotto numbers.
I know,
winning
please.
Taslotto numbers. Let's see what happens.
Please make that happen. That would be amazing.
So that's crazy.
Yeah.
But how did it know that I was here? I didn't talk
know.
about
Well,
it.
that's
I didn't
what
go,
happened.
hey everybody, I'm in Perth.
No, that's what happened to me. I went to Bali and I'm flicking through TikToks and then everything was coming up, either a Balinese skit or actual Balinese people on TikTok. And I was like, how does it know I'm here? Obviously it knows, but it was so, even the skits like that other Aussie girls were doing with a Balinese person, there was some really funny ones coming up. I was like, They're very
So in
good.
Bali, did you visit the guy that swears?
No.
Oh, you didn't?
No,
No,
what?
don't tell me you didn't.
Tell me what?
Oh, what's his name? I can't even say
The
it.
guy that swears,
Jimmy.
and he's Indo.
Yeah, and he's got and everyone goes there. I even went and did a video with him.
You should have met. No.
I did a video with him.
I don't
And he's
even know
Jimmy
him.
effing something.
He's probably Jimi Hendrix. That's what they're all
It's-
called
yeah,
over there.
that's him. I think it's him.
One of my taxi drivers was Jimi Hendrix.
Because he swears a lot.
Oh, and what area was he in?
And during the time Daniel Andrews was in government,
Oh, yeah.
so I picked up
Yeah.
a T-shirt.
Yeah.
I know it said something
you
like
should
wanker
have
or
told
something,
me.
and I said, and he did a beauty. So check it out on my TikTok.
Is it
Just
on your
scroll through.
TikTok?
Yeah.
You're going to have to flick
So
it
it's
to me.
Jimmy, let's say Jimmy Effin Vegas, but I think it's Jimmy Effin Hendrix.
I don't know.
And he's the funniest guy, and there's queues of people waiting to buy
Is he
stuff
in like
off him.
Cuda or Legian?
There's I think it might be Legian. I think it might be Legian or Kuda. I
Don't you
thought for
find,
sure
though,
you would have gone there.
I didn't even hear about
And
him.
he swears like you can't keep up with him, but he's the nicest guy, and he looks after his daughter, which is weird. So he's swearing, and his daughter's there.
Yeah, I don't think they care. But don't you find on holiday like you just don't have any time? You've got nothing to do, but you've got no time. I ran out of time every single day to do things I wanted to do. Damn.
Yeah, because you have to do the thing, don't you? You have to do the shopping
And then you got to get in the pool,
bartering.
relax in the pool, and then you got to make sure you're there for happy hour.
Yeah.
And then you got to get to your dinner reservation.
Yeah,
Then you got to get a massage.
Where were you
in.
staying?
I was staying at Legian, right across from the Kuta Beach sign.
So you were right there.
At the
You could have met him.
Stones. Yeah, it was absolutely. I would definitely stay in that area again. It was really, really good. When are you leaving our beautiful sunny Perth?
So I might head for the airport now.
Now?
Just hang out at the Virgin
So
Lounge.
So we're in the Novotel in Murray Street
Yeah,
at
I
the
might
moment.
just do that because it's a bit hot outside now,
Yeah.
especially for a Melburnian.
I
It's
can't
pretty hot.
believe it. So I think, we'll just sit here, enjoy our drink, and thanks so much for chatting with us
Yeah,
today.
thank you.
Very exciting.
Did we plug everything?
Did we plug everything? Yeah, we plugged
If you want to know
everything.
what I'm doing, just go to my Instagram page.
And
my
your
name, George
TikTok.
Kapiniaris. TikTok, same again.
Yeah.
Or Facebook page. And there's.
I want to see more jokes on TikTok.
More what?
I want to see more jokes from you on TikTok.
Did you see me do
More
my
story time on
my
TikTok?
This is the Police? Have you seen my This is the Police?
No, you can do us a little.
Calling Dr. Beat. Emergency. Haven't you seen that?
No,
I've done a special from
Did
our
you do a fashion one?
Yeah, from our Woggy Men in Black show, I did one.
Oh my God, that's.
And with
maybe
all my
I
different
did
costumes.
See that. Oh, maybe I did see that.
And then I've done one where
I love that
didn't have any
soundtrack.
costumes.
What, in your birthday suit?
Yes, that's right, because it's my birthday that day.
Was it your birthday that day? Oh,
I happy birthday.
thanks. It's been going on for a month
What
now.
about me?
Happy birthday
Oh, yeah,
back to you
thanks.
too. Mine goes for a month. How long does yours go?
2 months.
Leo versus Virgo. Excellent. I think that's good.
This is the police. Emergency.
Emergency.
Calling Dr. B.
Oh.
Emergency.
Calling Dr. B. That's me.
And John goes, don't do that, Dad. That's so beta.
What? That?
No.
Just
He goes,
that.
Dr.
Just
B,
singing
he
it.
goes, it's no, people
See,
don't do it anymore.
what we think is hilarious and
I love
funny,
it. I love it.
they think they're just not having any
They're
fun
one
in their
step ahead of
lives.
us.
They're one, but they just, we're cooler.
Yeah, we're cool.
We're cooler. We're way cooler. Like emergency, calling Dr. B.
Emergency.
Calling Dr. B.
Have you done one yet?
No, I haven't.
You know what you have to do?
What?
You have to go emergency. You have to look to the side every now and then.
Okay.
Emergency, you look to the side. Calling Dr. B. Emergency. Calling Dr. B. Calling Dr. B. Emergency.
Emergency. Calling Dr. B.